up, everybody? Welcome back to TJ Warren TV. Welcome back to the 89th episode of American Idiots. You got me. You got Dal.
Yo.
Dal.
We got 3
points.
You a fan?
Are you a fan of Cyndi Lauper?
She was actually just here about a month ago on her reunion tour. But yes, I grew up in the 80s as a young kid in the 80s. So I had the cassette tape of what is it? She's So Unusual with the classic hits of Girls Just Want to Have Fun, Steve Up, and of course the romantic ballad Time After Time.
Yeah.
So yes, I'm very familiar with Cyndi Lauper, and I must talk about her B-sides as well.
Yeah. See, and you know what? You know what? We brought on. We get only the biggest guests on TJ Warren TV. We get only the biggest guests. So we brought the captain of Time After Time FC. If you're lost, it can find you. I'll be waiting. Time after time. One of my favorite creators and one of yours, Deji Spurs. Deji. Big up, my friend.
Big up.
How are you doing, my friend? No. First of all, I just want to congratulate you on your burgeoning singing career. Your content is probably some of the funniest stuff I have watched in a long time.
American Idol.
This stuff is hilarious. Yes, my club. Yes.
My club. Yes, my club. No, TJ, big up to you, Dal. Big up to you. Yeah. Look, on a personal level, I've been okay. But yeah, I'm not in a good place with my club. I think now the fan base have seen that Postecoglou is a madman. He's a gambler. Do you know what I mean? And I need this brother out of my club ASAP. But to be honest, bro, you guys can't really shake your bum. You guys are the spicy Tottenham, the red Tottenham, Scotch bonnet FC, the red Spurs. Because really, when you look at Arsenal and you look at Tottenham, there isn't really much.
I knew this guy was going to start deflecting immediately.
The league positions, but big up to TJ. Big up to Dal. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. Let's get into it.
No, and Deji is he's not new to this channel, people, by the way. Big up everybody in the chat. He's not new to this. So I don't understand why you're coming in so defensive, Deji. This channel has always been a home for you.
I know you and Dal what you guys are gonna start, and to be honest, it's shameless. This kind of welcome introduction that you're doing is a load of hogwash. You're gonna come here and tell me that you played well. That was
some of them played well.
I never said that.
That was the dustiest Spurs team we could have put out. Had you not won, it would have been
a disgrace. Archie Gray at center back isn't a good team.
No. You guys didn't even do that well. You huffed and puffed, and you needed a corner that wasn't a corner to win the game. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Don't blame us for the refs. You know,
it's
not our fault. The refs are rubbish, bro.
Arsenal fans now are shaking their bum for the refs because the refs have done you guys a favor in the last 2 games.
No, well, yeah, actually, against United they did, yeah.
Favors. The refs do you guys favors all the time against Liverpool, Wolves,
Tamworth. You guys, there was a foul. Deji, you know exactly what I'm talking about. At the end of that match, there was a foul in midfield. Bergwall was all over that kid. I don't even remember. Some electrician from Tamworth, and you didn't get the decision. It went your way. They didn't get the decision. Let's not talk about refs here.
The game was done then. Do you know what I mean? Whereas the
game wasn't done until 120 minutes in, Deji.
Yeah, bro, the game was done. Do you know what I'm saying?
You guys had to bring in your world class players to beat the 18th place team in the National League, bro.
It's shocking. Honestly, the only thing I can say, unlike you guys, and TJ and Dal, I when I first met you guys, I thought that you guys were, from the districts. But it's clear that you guys like to just hang in the capital, Hunger Games. You like to sit and watch, yeah? Because what we did in the FA Cup is we said, you know what, Tamworth, have your moment. Yeah, have your moment to shine.
Okay.
Go on, lads. Change your life. What we did was there used to be a program in the UK called Stars in Your Eyes. It was a little bit like that. It's before the X Factor, and literally people will come, sing, and change their lives. Get spotted, get a contract. When we were doing Stars in Your Eyes with Tamworth, we were like, if there's any one of these brothers that can kick a ball, let's change your life right now. So we couldn't just go in.
You're recruiting from Tamworth
the magic of the FA Cup. I'm like, you brothers,
what a group of scouts.
Can I just say,
Tamworth
one
FC.
of the most dustiest things you could ever do? You guys have the trophy for that this season. You are the only club to go out of 2 competitions in the same week.
We're technically still in the cup.
Round of applause. TJ, are you smoking budgie bagging on them? You think you're doing something?
I'm just saying facts. There are 2 legs. There are 2 legs.
In the cup.
What cup?
The League Cup.
The what cup?
We're still in the League Cup.
Oh, so you think you're going to go to St. James?
I said we still have the match to play.
Deji, you're going to be sitting on the same park bench we're going to be sitting on in February anyway.
Exactly.
You think you're going to get a result at Anfield? That's hilarious. I'm smoking budge. I'm smoking budge.
You guys are smoking budgie banting on an empty stomach. Look, I can tell you. Let me tell you what it is. The picture that I see of both of you is that both of you are, Forrest Gump when he's sitting on the bench and he's thinking about his life. That is going to be both of you come February. You're going to be thinking about your club. You're going to be thinking about the fact that you're no longer in the title race. You're out of the FA Cup. You're out of the League Cup, and you're not going to do anything in the Champions League. That is woeful. But 6 years of Arteta ball, and this is what you give us,
bro. Let's talk about that. Harry Kane is more Forrest Gump than Arteta and the Arsenal squad. Let's be honest. Harry Kane spent 9 years sitting on that bench eating a bunch of chocolate thinking he was going to win something at your dusty club. Bro, somebody put in the numbers. Just put in the chat the numbers. How many North London derbies in there? How many have we won in the last 10 years, etc.? I mean, like the last 4 years, you guys have won like 1. But the thing is that for you to say that we're as dusty as you, I think is really, really odd.
So were you happy? Were you happy with your team's performance on Wednesday?
In moments, I was.
Deji, we absolutely dominated you. We dominated you guys.
20 minutes, I was disappointed we didn't score. Watch the first 20 minutes, you couldn't even get the ball in your half.
Can I just say,
guys? Here's the thing, Deji, is I know from following this whole football thing we have here long enough that once Son scored, I knew it was peak. I knew that once Son scored, that we could not win this. And then at the end of the match, when we're dinking the ball around in your 18-yard box and can't finish, I just saw it. 82nd minute, 83rd minute, 84th, right? So I'm looking at 2-1, thinking they're going to score. I thought Pedro Porro scored right at the end off the post. Yeah. I damn near
outside of that Pedro Porro chance, other than the Son goal, which was a deflection, by the way, deflection.
Right.
You guys didn't look like you were going to do anything.
My point is that hold on. My point, guys. Let me land. My point is that Arsenal nervousness came back, and that's what Deji's talking about. I was never secure in the 2-1. I can't believe that. I'm
not secure when we're playing against Bournemouth. What's the point? We got the result.
I'm not disagreeing with you guys. I'm just saying it's the Arsenal haunt. Yeah, we're up 2-1, but it never looks convincing. And that's where I agree with Deji.
And also, both of you
I was just waiting for something to happen.
Both of you had to admit that this game didn't have the same gravitas as previous games.
Oh no, it stunk. Nobody's denying that.
The game stunk, but also our lineup, the Spurs lineup stunk. I mean, you got to imagine that
on injuries.
Let me just let you guys, because when I speak to Arsenal fans about the lineup, they don't quite understand it. So I'm going to have to paint the picture for them. Raya would not have been in goal. You would have had maybe your second or third choice goalkeeper. Yeah,
never seen
no Saliba. No Gabriel, replaced maybe with a Kivior and a Calafiori. Yeah, Calafiori would have played centre back. Yeah,
I'm familiar. I'm familiar with how weak your starting 11 was. Like you don't have to draw this out in crayons.
But if you're familiar with how weak my starting 11 was,
so are you.
That means your performance was poor though, because you guys didn't really look good. It was
we didn't. But look who's leading our line.
No, see, that's where I disagree. I think we looked good in patches. The first 20 minutes, I'm surprised we didn't score 1 or 2 goals. You couldn't even get a touch in the first 20 minutes. You know, and I
we're
think
not going to get
is
a touch with a back. We're not going to get a touch with a back five like the one we started.
Yeah, and that's especially in our place. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. And Don C's 100% right too.
I'm disappointed, Deji, because I thought you were going to come in with a little something better than we had injuries. Like, if you're going to blame something, you need to blame your manager for how he managed that game. It was absolutely ridiculous that he took off your CDMs at halftime. That was shambolic management.
You're right. I mean, for me, I think the big thing that came out of the game is I like your Lewis Kelly kid. He seems
baller.
Legit. But I can say Raheem Sterling is crap. Havertz is crap. Martinelli is crap. Trossard scored a good goal, but let's be real, it bobbled. He's crap. I wasn't impressed with Partey. I wasn't impressed with Declan Rice. And
Declan Rice had a great game.
I left the game thinking this has got to be one of the worst Arsenal teams I've ever seen in my life. Like, I can see why a lot of
Did you watch us at the end of the last decade?
Look, TJ, why have you got hashtag Arteta out?
Why? Do I really need to explain?
The reason why you have that is because you know this is your worst team in years.
No, I've been Arteta out. No, I've been Arteta out for a long time. It was in that summer transfer window cemented it to me. Yes, I do agree that our starting 11 right now, our squad depth is absolutely brutal. I get that. But who's a better manager, like a better tactician, Arteta or Ange Postecoglou?
No, I'm going to keep it real with you. I said it openly and I'll say it again. I would rather have Arteta than Postecoglou. The reason why I would have Arteta is because at least Arteta is trying to manage a game, and whether you like it or not, he is, trying to find a balance.
Ashley, you're lying.
That will win, yeah. My manager is from Casino Royale, 007. This guy is a bloody gambler. There is no tactics to Postecoglou ball. It's hit and hope. Sometimes you're going to land red, but more times it's going to be black. And that's what we've seen so far this season. I was less bothered about the result and more bothered that result was now our 11th defeat. And I remember, TJ and Dal, when I came on your show last, I talked about the fact that I'm worried that Spurs could go 18 games. It could take 18 L's this season. And we are halfway through Jan, and we've got 11 L's. That, for me, is unacceptable.
Wow.
We have to go
crazy.
Straight up and down. If we had lost 6-7 games by now, I still think he's in a job. I don't think you need to get rid. Right now, we are level on points with Crystal Palace, who picked up their first win on game week 8 against Spurs. Let that sink in. That's how bad it's been.
Yeah.
Sack him. Oh, if we had 11 losses.
And there's a difference. Look, and I'm Arteta out, and I blame him for some of these injuries, but it's not as obvious as the way Ange plays, putting your guys on the medical table, like playing that high line and then making your center backs track back the way they do. You went through 3 center backs, 3. Yeah. Yeah, all to lower body injuries. Like, at what point does the fan base just go, hey, you know what? We're done. Like, what is keeping this guy in the job?
I think the fan base is done. The only person that I know that isn't done is Ashley, who's sitting there in his underwear, bashing away at the keyboard. Apart from Ashley, every Spurs fan is done with this.
Not Jacob. Not Jacob. United Spurs of America.
Because they can see Jacob Jacob is done now. He is done. Nah, if he's not, then he's a madman. Because this guy, look, you got to look at Jed Spence, and I think you both will agree he had a good game. Yeah,
good game.
So imagine
he had a good game.
Spence, they were playing Poro and Udogie, and early in the season he was saying that he has to keep playing them because he doesn't have cover. But yet you had Jed Spence, who might I add is better than Pedro Porro or Udogie. So if you just
then how come he didn't get a start until both of them had to be injured?
Mate, that is a very good question. How come? I even would go far as to say Pedro Porro should not have played or started that game. I would have had Spence on Martinelli, and I would have played Reguilon. I mean, Raheem Sterling is rubbish. He's so rubbish. You could have played me left back. He weren't doing nothing, honestly. So I just don't understand what this manager is looking at. And we literally rolled over and allowed you guys to spank us. The worst Arsenal team we've seen in years. I'm not saying that Spurs team could have got a result, but actually, maybe if we had just moved things around a bit, maybe we walk out with a stinky draw because Arsenal was poor.
That wasn't our worst team in years. We had Party and CDM. We had Odegaard and Rice in there. Not to say I'm bigging up, no, but that wasn't the worst squad we've had in years.
But
our biggest Deji and our biggest problem
was patchy. It was just patchy. It wasn't a good flowing match. It was patchy, right, on both sides. But I mean, overall, you guys got wiped. Let's be honest.
Deji, we absolutely cleared you out of our midfield most of the match. As soon as you took off your CDMs, you completely lost control of the midfield. Yeah. You didn't look threatening other than one chance in the second half. And Son at the top of the box that required a deflection. Like I hear what you're saying about I disagree about this being one of the worst starting 11s or one of the worst Arsenal teams in years. I disagree. It's one of the worst front three we've seen, especially on form. And especially with the amount of injuries that we're having to contend with. Bukayo Saka, Gabriel Jesus, Ethan Nwaneri. Like these are three key individuals that are actually producing.
Doesn't start for you guys.
Yes, he does. Over that German hole in the ground. Havertz was playing for you. Like he was that bad.
The only player you've got missing is Saka. What we now know is that Red Tottenham, Spicy Spurs,
Ethan Nwaneri walks into your team. He walks into your team.
So does Odegaard.
Yeah, he doesn't start for you though.
Yeah, I know because the manager's an idiot.
Yeah. So you're missing one player.
Oh, no, we're missing Saka, Ranieri, and we are missing Jesus because he did go on a goal scoring spell, but we knew that was going to end anyway.
Give me a breakdown. Are you that now? You are the most shameless guy.
Hey, he started 3 games in a row with Havertz already on 10 of those.
Can you just repeat what you just said? Because it's one of the most shameless takes I've seen on the American. How many episodes injured?
We're at 89. We're almost to 100.
89 episodes, and now you just fell off.
Knew was going to come to an end. He was out of those two. Who was the most informed?
Are you
over the last 4 weeks?
Jesus,
was the most informed striker.
Jesus scored against Crystal Palace.
Who was the most informed striker? Jesus. When the games he started before he got injured. He started 3 games in a row over Havertz.
Are you trying to tell me tonight that Jesus is a gunman?
No.
He's better than Havertz. That's what we're trying to say.
He's better than Havertz in form right now, but not now.
That is not a shameless or crazy statement, by the way.
Go look at the goals. Crystal Palace twice, West Ham. He scored a hat trick, right?
Can you
he got injured, and now he's done.
West Ham would have started
against 2 guys against over Havertz.
You scored against a West Ham team.
It doesn't matter. You can't score against West Ham. You can't score against West Ham. So what are you talking about?
Now Graham Potter's in charge. But if it was Lopetegui, we scored 4. Remember,
We're still gonna beat. We're gonna beat them on the return fixture anyway.
Wait,
Doesn't
we
really
beat
matter.
them 5-2.
Yes, we are.
I don't trust your club. You can't beat Haylen's rejects. And
you can't beat Tamworth. You can't beat Ipswich.
You can't beat Iwobi. You
Ipswich
can't beat Smith Rowe. You can't beat Leno. Come on. They outplayed you guys.
You're flip-flopping.
Haylen rejects.
Deji, I feel like
breakfast. I don't need any for lunch.
Huh?
I had waffles for breakfast. I don't need any for dinner, fam.
Yeah.
You could say, I will say, was that match like, woo? No. Did we look good in patches? Yes. Did you look good in patches? Kinda.
No.
But the fact, yeah, not really.
No.
I mean, it was really bad, Deji.
Awful.
I know that's not your true starting 11, though. So I will give you that, right? But for God's sake, you put Richarlison out there and he tried to tackle our keeper.
Yeah.
Richarlison was rubbish.
Richarlison's got it like Anthony was for Man United that time with the big bull look on his face and shit. I mean, it's just your club's a joke right now, bro. It's a complete joke and it's a meltdown.
We are a joke.
I have to say, a trophy last November. Remember?
Can I just say something though? Even though Spurs is a joke, and I do agree with you, and until we get rid of this manager, we are going to be laughing stocks of the league. What I will say is that your club is a bigger joke. You guys are.
No, we're not. We are not.
Okay, DJ, you know why you're a bigger joke?
We are not a bigger joke.
What do you need right now in Jan? What do you need in Jan?
Right winger, another box-to-box midfielder, another center back. Let's be real. Probably another left wing and a 9.
Brother, it's like a new team, mate. You need a striker. Out of all of that, you need a striker. What are you guys doing about it?
We're not doing anything. Who are you
guys are a disgrace.
You guys, we are not a disgrace.
At least Tottenham, at least we do business.
We're no better. We're no better, and we're a little worse with a bunch of injuries. We're still in second place.
Bruv, I don't think you're finishing top 4.
You know, I don't disagree. That's the problem.
So what the reason why I'm saying that you guys are spicy Spurs, Spursy is never doing what you need to do. That's what the title Spursy means, yeah? That is Arsenal, right? You don't do what you need to do. And I don't know how you guys every Friday. I don't know how you guys every Friday, knowing that you guys are more Spursy than Spurs, can come on here and shake your bum about beating a depleted Spurs team. I think that's got to be the worst team we've ever taken to the Emirates. That's the worst team.
I would give you that. It was pretty bad.
It's bad.
He had 4 touches? I mean, James Maddison came in the second half. He didn't do nothing.
It's crazy. Henry Bruno, I just said it. If you guys are legit, you should be buying the striker that you need.
Yep.
Are you gonna buy? Let me tell you.
This is the classic throwing stones at a glass house kind of thing.
2 years ago, you had a chance to win the league. You didn't do the business in Jan. You flopped. Last year, you had the chance to win the league. You didn't do the business in Jan. You flopped. Guess what? 3rd time round. You haven't done the business in Jan. You man are gonna
Deji, we lost the league back in October. What are you talking about?
There's 2 weeks left as well. And we usually do business on the last day.
You guys flopped. Keep flopping. You can't talk to me about we're doing
Deji, we're not sitting here saying we're gonna win the league title. None of us are saying that.
DJ, you guys
I know as well.
Club, you guys are, as a club, are a bunch of entertainers, Hollywood actors. Your whole team is Hollywood actors. Yeah, you've got Wesley. He's a pretty good actor. You've got Wesley Snipes.
I am an actual stage actor, but I'm not acting.
Havertz is Julia Roberts. You know what I'm saying? Raheem Sterling's Wesley Snipes. That's what you got.
Who's Timo Werner?
Huh?
Who's Timo Werner?
Timo Werner. Don't even talk to me about Timo Werner. He's an idiot.
You should have left him.
Timo Werner is Arnie now. I'll be back. Don't come back. Don't come back. Don't talk about I'll be
You
back.
guys gonna do a duet?
You just get out of my way. That's what I'm saying. So guys,
That's what I'm saying. Okay, Deji, put. I don't even know where to begin now.
Hendon, big up to Hendon. He says I'm preaching to the choir. I know, but you gotta understand.
True.
Dow and TJ, when they come together, they're two of the most shameless brothers I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah,
I feel like we talked
winners.
I'm only shameless around Spurs fans, to be real, to be honest, especially after we do the double overview for the second time in 3 years. Like that's what happens.
No,
if it wasn't for Jorginho putting in an absolute stinker last year, it would have been 3 years in a row. You guys haven't beaten us since 2022.
It's
deep that.
We haven't beaten you because of Ange.
Yep.
So Conte had nothing to do with it when we slapped you when he was in charge too?
Well, Conte.
Nuno had nothing to do with it when we slapped you when we slapped you back in 21.
We got a draw and a defeat, right? Under Conte.
Under Conte, you beat us once.
Did we not beat you under Conte?
Under Conte, you beat us once.
We beat you once, man.
Once. 3-0. Yes, I remember that.
Was it Harry Kane that came looping in?
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about that. We're not talking about that.
He was only at our club. He was at our club a season and a half. Once is all right.
Are you upset that you got rid of Nuno yet?
Do you know what? I think given I think, you know, and I you can't give any manager 3 months. Yeah, even if Postecoglou had started off in his reign at Spurs like this, I would say okay, because he's just got here. Even though
you fired him for people for way less.
We would be saying he needs time to cook. But Nuno was fired for much less.
Yes,
and I'm not understanding why Postecoglou. Look, Ashley is having kittens in his yard. And I don't know why.
Hey, Ashley, be respectful with your delusion, or I'll time you out.
This Ashley is definitely one of those brothers that smokes Budgie Banton, because he says I'm the reason why Spurs are in the mud. He's the reason why we're in the mud. He is quite happy with this, and this is why TJ and Dow. When I was telling you brothers that I don't like the Carabao Cup. Can you now see why? Because a lot of these guys are saying if he wins the Carabao Cup, he keeps his job. 16th in the league with a Carabao is a disgrace. For me, it's not worth it. What does that tell us? It tells us nothing.
It tells us that your fan base is starving, is what it tells us.
It tells us that my fan base have no standards. I have standards. That's why I keep telling you guys, I'd rather go for top 4, because then at least you know your barometer. They say the table doesn't lie. Right now, Spurs is crap, bro. I saw in the chat, and I agree, and I've been saying it myself. I'm not sure that our starting 11 is better than Bournemouth's.
I don't think it is.
There you go.
Bournemouth beat us 2-0.
Bro.
I could name probably 8 or 9 teams with better starting 11s than yours.
Semenyo's better than
TJ. West Ham has a better starting 11 than Spurs.
Fulham has a better starting 11 than you.
Equator starts in our midfield.
Man City, Aston Villa.
Bowen starts. Come on.
Brentford.
What is this?
Depending on the day, Crystal Palace.
Yeah. Whistler and Embremo start with Spurs. So it's rubbish.
Yeah. So yeah.
No.
He's out here doing the Macarena, Staffy. This is nothing new. This is why we bring Deji on, because sometimes we just need a dancer, you know. Sometimes we just need somebody to come on here and shake the bum around, you know, get us moving. Get us moving.
Mate. But like I said, when you go underneath the veil and you look at our clubs, who is more in the mud? As Spurs fans are screaming for Ange out, we've got Arsenal fans screaming equally as loud for Arteta out. Arsenal are out of 2 competitions. Spurs are just lower in the league. It's much of a muchness. If we flipped it, Arsenal fans would be saying, "Well, let's make sure we win the Carabao. Let's make sure we win the FA Cup at least to justify this dusty position in the league." Really and truly, we are literally blood brothers. You guys are the Red Tottenham, Spicy Spurs, FC.
Look at the table again.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Table again. We're 4 points off of first. We're only 4 points off of first.
Now, are you being for real?
No. We're 4. Look at the table. You just said the table doesn't lie. We're 4 points off of first. What are we talking about here? Like, look at the table. We're 4. Thank you for giving us those 3 points.
I'm going to say
you, Forrest. Thank you, Forrest, for drawing the match. We knew we were going to lose or draw that match. We knew we were going to beat you guys. We're now 4 points behind you. And I wouldn't be surprised if we have a game in hand. And I wouldn't be surprised if we, if Liverpool beat you guys anyway and win the cup anyway against Newcastle.
Legitly, I think you're smoking budgie banting on an empty stomach. So you're 4 points off.
I say one thing that we would win the league. I said we're 4 points behind them come the January 7th.
So you're happy.
You're not spread at all. They just win, we win. Then what are we talking about?
We're comparing.
About you now.
We're not. We may be dusty. We're not near the level of dusty.
Every time I speak to Dow, I'm trying to understand who this
comparison isn't even fair.
Are you doing Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall
and
then played on the wall?
I'm not playing anything. I'm playing what
are you Humpty Dumpty that sat on the wall?
The table doesn't lie, fam. The table doesn't lie.
TJ's come out with chest and say Arteta out. What say you? TJ's confirmed he wants Arteta out. What say you, Dow?
I wanted him out at Bournemouth. I want him out because there's better out there. There's better we could get. Of course, I want him out. I want him out to Bournemouth. I think we would have an opportunity, and I know, because here's the thing: don't just start doubting me on managers, Deji, because that's amateur. You asked who. I'm going to give you 3 names, and I don't want to hear, don't do that because that's childish, and you know it. The 3 managers we could possibly get.
Damn.
Well, we'll give people want players, they want managers. You give it to them, and that's no good. Simeone, Allegri, and we could probably make a play for Nagelsmann. Those were the 3 I would want in. Now you can disagree and say, "Hey, I disagree." Fine, but don't start getting on me that my choices are bad because I can tell you there's people in the chat that would take
Hansi Flick when Barcelona gets tired of him. That's fine.
He's not leaving Barcelona.
Yeah, he will. He will eventually. They'll get tired of him.
I think we stand a better chance of getting Ancelotti than we
they're
do
good choices, but you can't bring in managers of that ilk when you can't bring in a bloody striker.
That's completely different things. If we were to bring Amorim, I think we would bring in Gyökeres. But Man United have the upper hand. Obviously, they have the manager. But when Gyökeres goes to
you couldn't bring in Amorim. How come you couldn't bring him in?
At where we're at in the table compared to United.
How come you couldn't bring Amorim into your club?
Is going to pick North London, bro.
Why isn't Arsenal a bigger pool than Manchester Piccadilly? Why aren't you a bigger pool?
Because Manchester United is more world renowned with more trophies and more, I would say, a bit more prestige.
I don't think so.
A bit more heritage. Yeah, the trophies prove it. The trophies prove it. What else? What else do you gauge it by? What else do you gauge it by?
The fans, you know, the football fans.
What do you gauge it by? Tell me, Deji, what do you gauge success by? If it's not trophies, what is it? Top 4? Progress? It's fucking deal.
I gauge success on recent trophies.
Right. Well, recent Man United, Deji. I don't need to tell you the history of Man United.
Recent major trophies.
Chelsea and Man City. Chelsea and Man City. Okay, Chelsea and Man City. We're better than Chelsea right now, and we're subjectively better than Man City. I think we're better than Chelsea right now on current form. Chelsea been dropping points. If you want to talk about current form,
sorry, PJ and Dow. So I'm going to ask a question. I do it every show because
I love. You know what? It's bi-directional. I like it.
The way you guys came out all guns blazing like Noah Lyles. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, thinking you're going to win this sprint, but no. I had my game plan for you, brothers. Don't you worry. So I want to know now, brothers, I want to know knowing what you know of your club, being the spicy Tottenham, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Scotch Bonnet FC.
Oh, you're now comparing.
Knowing that you're not going to do what you need to do, where does your club realistically calm yourself down? Now,
I'm calm.
Where do you realistically see your club finishing? That's what I want to know, because I think TJ knows where I'm going with this.
I think we finished third. I think Man City catch us.
That is shocking.
That is just watch.
Disgraceful.
It is.
But I'm glad that you're honest.
And I think Liverpool pull it out. I think Liverpool pull it out by about 2 or 3 points over City, and we follow behind City about 3 or 4 points. And City edge second.
I've got a wilder statement, but I'll let you.
They got Wolves. That's what I think. I mean, that's my opinion. That's what I think. If we finish second, I mean, regardless, I want them out. If we win it, I want them out because I know it won't be continued. Go ahead, TJ.
Okay, I need to preface this because I think me shitting on Spurs is giving the impression that I'm giving Arsenal an out. I'm not giving Arsenal an out. Right. I expected us to beat Spurs, and they actually did what I expected them to do
because of our lineup.
In terms of requirement, no, it's not even because of your lineup. It's not even because of your lineup. It's where you are in the Prem right now. It's your ownership. It's your head coach. It's the kit lady. It's Ryan Mason still being there. It's everything. Yeah. It's everything. You guys are mudded. So don't you dare compare our two clubs. Don't you dare. Okay. That being said, I've said this before. I said it on Mo's channel. I said it on Usam's channel. I said it on Never a Foul. I said it on Staffy TV. I say it on Sarcasm City TV. I go on every channel I go on, and I got called freaking overreactionary because of our form this season. I said we will finish outside of the top 4. I think it is a possibility.
Respect.
Because how can you look at this club with the injuries and with our attacking prowess and with our hole in the 9? How do you expect us to score?
So I've got another question for you. And you know what, TJ? Big up to everyone. Make sure you smash a like for
smash the like.
DJ and Dow. These brothers are dropping bars tonight. 16 bars here in the location. So if you know this, TJ, let's now argue that Spurs finished 15th, and you guys finish outside of the top 4. Think contextually now. Don't just look at the position. Who's had a worse season and who's more mudded?
You.
I go first. You. 16th is horrible. Deji. 16th. That's horrible.
You guys are on the table. That's it. I've pulled it out.
Let me see a question now, Deji. Here's why. And I know Ashley said, "Oh, we spent $7 million. Well, we spent $850 million, but Chelsea spent $1 billion. Money is nothing. Money was shit once Zidane went to Real Madrid."
6 seasons. Six seasons of this, by the way. 6 seasons. My manager hasn't been there 2 years yet.
But we're still
ahead. It's 2 years in July, bro.
Let's name a top player that would look at the table right now and see you at 16th and us in second and be like, "Oh, yeah, I want to get a shot."
No, TJ said you guys don't finish top 4. If you don't finish top 4 now, who's had a worse season? If you don't finish top 4, who's had the worst season? Not you guys finishing second. Come on.
16 is terrible. Terrible. You're talking, bro, that's Everton Wolves level. No disrespect, Wolves.
So 6 years of Arteta ball. 6 years.
You are a big 6. You are a big 6 club, and you're finishing in 16.
You wanted him anyway.
TJ, hold on. Every year you're in charge of a club. You're supposed to improve, is it not?
Yes.
Right. You've been doing your plan. Everyone knows about the phases. Yeah.
Deji, you don't have to talk to me about the plan, but there are levels to this, Deji.
You have completed your phase.
Deji, tell me honestly. Tell me honestly, and do not lie to me. I'll know if you're lying. Where did you have you guys finishing at the beginning of the season?
I had Tottenham finishing top 4 if Postecoglou was legit. But Postecoglou's not.
And if he wasn't, because you knew he wasn't, so where did you realistic? No, none of this ifs, ands, or buts. Where did you have your boys
I had
finishing?
Tottenham to finish 3rd.
Brutal. And you're telling me that I've had a worse season? I didn't expect us to win the title this season. Right. I didn't expect us to. It's more disappointing. The only reason it's more disappointing is because we're not taking advantage of Man City's fall off.
Okay,
that's the most disappointing thing about it.
Guys, that's really the narrative.
Jacob is 100% right. TJ is the master of deflection.
Deji, you're talking about a guy.
You missed the first half of the show.
Deji, you're talking about a guy who has a loser robe and he doesn't wash it until Spurs win. And his wife probably hates him because he smells so bad. Because you guys haven't won a Prem game in God knows how long.
Let's do this, TJ. It's very possible, despite the fact that I'm not happy with Postecoglou. I do think that Postecoglou is mad enough to win a trophy. Tottenham finished 16th with the Carabao Cup. Arsenal finished 5th or 6th with nothing. What say you?
We go again next season.
What say you?
Hey, I would we go again next season. Yeah, it's not a success. I want to. Okay, here's what I say. Get him out. I'm telling you, get him out. Get him out.
What?
Bring me Zinedine Zidane. Bring me Inzaghi. Bring me Lautaro Martinez.
I don't want to get Shakespearean in you now.
No. Say what you want.
What say you?
Sack him right there. The minute the fucking.
Who would have had the better season?
Us, because we finished way above the table. You can have your Carling Cup. The only reason why we won a trophy. The only reason why we want the trophy is because
it's not Friday night now. You've been on the Boogie Bastion already.
Yeah, a World Cup winner and Champions League as well, Staffy. You take him United in a heartbeat.
You guys.
So, what you would think I would want to finish 16th? Like, bro, that,
you've won nothing.
To the world,
you've won nothing.
Football community of fucking Europe or whatever.
You've won nothing.
Deji, I'm gonna.
You won a Carling Cup and you're 16th place. Like, that's not visible. Like, how are you going to improve on that? You got to go, TJ.
Deji, I'm going to tell you. No, I don't have to go.
You were saying goodbye.
First of all, big up to Omar for the raid. Big up every single time. Really, really appreciate it. Omar, go and subscribe to Omar if you haven't already. Legend, Barcelona fan. We're going to steal your manager soon. Don't worry about it. Deji, I'm going to read back to you what I'm hearing, because what you are hearing and you think you're winning an argument is hilarious to me. You are telling me that you expected your team to finish top 4 and are in 16th and are saying that we had a worse season when I expected us to finish top 4, and I think we're going to probably finish 5th.
Can I qualify this?
I'm trying to Deji, this is me trying to understand.
Let me give you the context. Postecoglou took a failing Spurs team last season, and that team finished 5th. For me, I expect any manager at any club to improve on the previous position. That's just standard, yeah? So the previous position is top 4. No? It's top 4. And I said 3rd. Given the way that Tottenham does domination in the location, what I didn't realize, look, under Conte, when we finished 4th, I actually predicted Spurs to win the league. Now, a lot of people laughed at me and poo-pooed me, but actually, you got to understand, Conte went to Chelsea in his first season, won the league.
Yep.
He took a crap Tottenham team and got them Champions League ahead of Arsenal. And for me, when he took Tottenham 4th, he proved his pedigree, no? What then transpired was that he lost his friend, and then he got angry that Tottenham weren't prepared to spend money on certain players that he wanted, and then he wanted out. Half the time, Conte was in Italy and not even in bloody London anyway. So he wanted to come out. Fine. We bring in Postecoglou, possession-based football, we finish 5th. I mean, if Postecoglou is who he says he is, Tottenham improve on that, and they improve by 1 or 2 positions. What's happened this season, whether people like it or not, is that Postecoglou gambled. He didn't respect the Premier League, and that's probably my beef with him. I actually think a lot of the earlier defeats were avoidable. The 1-0 defeat to you guys, we could have got a draw. The 2-1 defeat to Newcastle, draw. We should have beaten Leicester in the first game of the season. And last but not least, we should have beaten Brighton when we were 2-0 up. Had Postecoglou done that, I'm not here telling you I want my manager out. I'm here saying trust the process. He's got injuries. But we were losing before the injuries, and now we have lost 11 games. Whether you like it or not, whether this is Pep, whether this is Jurgen Klopp, there comes a limit to what you can take. Spurs, at the moment, will be the best team after the relegated sides. That's what we are looking at. I think.
Yeah, I agree.
What does that say of your process then?
From going from has been a disaster.
He's got to go.
It's not a and look, and it's not.
Go.
It's not. I don't even think that it's he. Well, it is and it isn't that he disrespected the Premier League. I think he's just ignorant, to be honest with you. You guys have the players to play, to have some sort of defensive structure, and you refuse to. You actively refuse to do it. Actively, you do not. I know I keep bringing this up, but you literally sacrificed your midfield to bring on a James Maddison who did absolutely nothing.
We had Jed Spence on the bench. I actually have been saying to Spurs fans, I think this Tottenham team is as good as.
Well, Spence. By the way, to be fair, Spence was on the bench under Conte too.
I know, but he wasn't given a chance. But what I'm trying to say
was Raheem Sterling. He was taking on.
There's no reason why this Tottenham
I rate Spence, by the way. I
should not be top 4. But I need to say something to Ashley, who is having kitters in the chat. In the UK, TJ and Dow, I know you guys have it because the person who does it for you is Trump, which is The Apprentice. In the UK,
The Apprentice,
the person who does The Apprentice is Alan Sugar, and his right-hand man, if you were, is a guy called Cloud Littner. I mean, he is like a military, no bullshit type of guy. This guy tweeted today that Ange out, and this guy sits behind Levy, by the way. So he tweeted Ange out, and he also said, he gave us a little inside scope. He said it's Ange that is picking these players. It's not even Postecoglou. It's Postecoglou picking all these young guys. It's him. It's not even Levy. So he wanted these players, he got given it, and now they're struggling. Whose fault is that? And this is someone that sits behind Levy week in, week out.
There's many times that clubs get players that managers have to just deal with and work with. That's part of the craft and skill of at least being a manager in a top club, well, mid-level club in the EPL, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the challenge is to get the best out of all the players that you're given. Not every manager gets to choose every single player they want. I mean, and shit, he'd have he'd have a Frankie De Jong or somebody there, or Rafinha.
Jacob, the thing is, I just want to answer my bro, Jacob. Jacob, the thing is, bro, these guys literally sit next to Levy. This guy sits, eats, talks to Levy at match day. You're not going to make a statement like that on Twitter if it ain't true. It's true, bro. I know this for a fact because I know other people who was just as close to Daniel Levy. Do you get what I'm saying? So, bro, these are certain things. You're not going to tell me. I saw a stat or information that since Arteta has been in charge, Spurs have spent more money than Arsenal on players. You know, we spent 45 mil on Archie Gray. You can't tell me we couldn't have got Morgan Gibbs-White for 45 mil. We could have got Gibbs-White for that money. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's a choice. We chose to spend it on Archie Gray. I'm not saying Archie Gray is a bad player, but there are other ready-made we could have bought, and we could have got Archie Gray maybe next season or the season after. Didn't have to be now.
I can't talk about what your club does behind the scenes, bro.
I thought Archie Gray was a great signing.
I will never accept 16th for like 5th or 4th or 6th.
So Deji,
what I'm trying to say now is that imagine but you've given 6 years service to give us what?
That's the world of football. That's why I want Arteta out, and that's why I think on the edge you want Ange out, because you and I both know there's better managers out there that could probably get a tune of your first 11 and our first 11. Bar Kai Havertz. I want Arteta and Kai Havertz to go piss off to freaking Stuttgart or somewhere. Just leave, because it's not working as well as I want it to, because like you said, I have standards. You're right. Finishing 5th would still be below standards, but finishing 16th, I mean, that's like. Remember a few seasons ago, you guys were in 1st, we were in 20th.
Yeah.
Remember those days? Well, 2020, the 2021-22 season, right? If I'm not mistaken, you guys won the first 5 or 6 games out the gate, and we were in 20th place.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember that too. Like,
I remember, you lost your first.
Every Redknapp had to save you guys from relegation.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, it's just one of those things, Deji. It's like, I understand what you're saying. Both teams, like, I don't think we look good performance-wise. I know we have problems scoring goals, but if you literally go back and watch the games that we both just recently played, there's swaths of time you guys cannot even get the ball. And that's on Ange. That's
but that is on how he set us up. But we just had inferior players. I mean, if you think if Tottenham had their full team against Kivior, Zinchenko, Ben White, and I don't know, and with your dusty attack, we would have. I mean, I'd be surprised if you get a shot on goal.
Well,
you wouldn't score with a dodgy
but like TJ said earlier, coulda, shoulda, woulda. I mean, you can only play who's in front of you. You can only play the best 11 that you can choose because of fitness, right? I mean, it's right. The game wasn't the best. Many people in the Arsenal community said it was a terrible North London derby, and I get that. But we still fucking beat you 2-1, mate. Yeah, we fucking slide that in there.
Okay, this guy's so shameless though.
I am shameless, but the thing is that I will never accept 16th. I will take 5th or 6th place, no trophies, over 16th anytime, and maybe even 16th with the Carabao Cup. Yeah, no, that ain't for me, bro. Because
it's not for me, but
where do you attract?
It's not for me, but I think it's not for me, but I think the Arsenal fan base will say Spurs would have had a better season, and that would cause even more outrage.
I completely disagree with that.
See, I don't, and that's where I don't.
There is no Arsenal fan that is going to accept 5th or 6th. Are you drunk?
Our fan base.
I don't accept.
No way,
Deji. That's wrong. There will be plenty. There will be plenty of people that accept it. There will be plenty of people that accept it.
Disgrace.
They will no, and it is a disgrace, and that's why our football club is in the mud. Like I can't believe I have to say this again. I'm not giving Arsenal a pass because they beat Tottenham. That's on the same level of us beating Burnley, in my opinion.
Ooh,
you guys are that bad. You guys are that bad.
Burnley.
Like
Burnley, Deji.
I want to. I
don't know
how you can say that. I had this thought. That poor. Deji, I had this thought, and you barely beat Tamworth. Deji, I had this thought.
That poor.
If there were quality teams coming up from the championship, you guys would be in the relegation spots. But we don't have that. The last 2 years of championship sides that have come up have been rubbish. Some of the worst we've seen.
Yeah.
Straight up, straight down. And it's going to happen again, which is why Man United is going to get away with it. You're going to get away with it. Like, come on, bro. Like, if these championship sides were coming up and actually spending money correctly, you guys would be getting relegated.
No, but there's a difference between having a crap team and being poorly managed. We're just poorly managed at the moment.
Dude, you cannot tell me you rate. You cannot tell me you rate Basuma right now.
No,
you cannot tell me you rate Udogie, Poro. These players are just brutal.
Yeah.
Staffy, I had to, dude. I had to.
Udogie ain't been the same since he got done by Minty Breath. I'm not gonna lie to you. He hasn't been the same since he got done by Minty Breath. So you do have a point. Minty Breath finished that guy's career.
Dude, I'm telling you, somebody's gonna need to fish him out of the shadow realm.
I'm just saying this, and big up to Adam in the chat because he gets what I'm saying. The thing
it's because he's agreeing with you.
Postecoglou has shown us that on our day we're even better than Arsenal. Because I'm trying to think, I can't remember a convincing Arsenal win this season where Arsenal fans were like, "Wow, we're an amazing team." Where Spurs have got several. Even our depleted team beat Liverpool. Our depleted team beat a full-strength Liverpool team 1-0. We slapped up Aston Villa 4-1. We slapped Plymouth 4-0. You guys couldn't do
Plymouth. You're flexing Plymouth.
You couldn't beat Ipswich.
Did you beat them? You're
flexing Wayne Rooney ran Plymouth.
Did you beat them? Did you beat them though, TJ?
Who did we beat? Who?
City. Did you beat City? Plymouth.
Did we beat City? Are you asking me if we beat City? We drew with City, who had Rodri for half the match, and we were down to 10 men.
Bro, we slapped them up 4-0, bruv.
Yeah, did they have Rodri?
What are you talking about?
I'm just asking. I'm asking. I'm hosting a question. I'm just asking.
What I'm trying to say to you, Tottenham has all the minerals to be a great team. They've just been poorly managed. Okay? Whereas your team is just crap. You've been rubbish from day dot this season.
We've been patchy.
I actually think that
we've been patchy.
I want you to be genuine. I said it to you the last time we spoke. You guys get results, but you guys have been You guys have been absolutely awful this season. True or false?
I wouldn't say awful. No, I didn't. I would not admit to that.
Below par, yes. Awful, no. It's not been fun to. It's not been fun to what like.
Hold on, TJ. Awful to me is being 16th and still trying to compare your neighbors of being as bad as you, bro.
Man, you're just a spicy Spurs.
Southampton's bad. Ipswich is bad. Tottenham's bad. Crystal Palace is bad. Everton's bad. Come on, bro. You're the one that just said you go on the table. You're the one that said you put all your lemons into the table, fam.
You're just a spicy. You're just red Tottenham there.
Stagey, that is so insulting. How dare you? Look at your trophy.
You know that's really what it is.
My son has more trophies in basketball than your own fucking case.
Red Hot Chili Peppers. That's you guys. Red Hot Chili Peppers. Flatter to deceive. Your team is Californicating. You get me? Californication. That's all you guys do.
You can't even spell Californication. I'm going to do like 50 Cent did the.
Dude, if you're going to start quoting Red Hot Chili Peppers, at least stay under the bridge.
Read a Harry Potter book, bro.
Listen, don't go there, bro.
Here's the thing.
Don't go there.
The comparison isn't there. Everyone in the chat is just dying, trying to make the comparison. Look at the numbers. If you're a numbers guy, you know how to count and do maths. Look it up.
You've had no injuries this season.
Yeah, we've had Saka's not been injured.
Oh gosh,
Juaneri's not injured. Calafiori's not injured. Tomiyasu's not been injured. Odegaard wasn't injured for what, 6 weeks? Was Odegaard injured not for 6 weeks?
Saka's only just recently got injured.
Back and put yourself a time machine, bro.
We've had injuries from pretty much the third game of the season. We've had injuries from the third game of the season. Saka just got injured, bro. And then you're telling me about players that don't start.
I'm telling you about
Does Calafiori start?
No.
Right. Does Edweri start?
Yes.
No. Stop it.
Yes.
When he comes off the
And Weary does not start Arsenal. If everybody is fit, does
okay, Deji, with Saka out, he starts.
If everybody was fit,
if everybody was fit, he would rotate in.
No.
He's a great player. He's a great player.
Fit? Does he start?
Does he start in when we're all healthy? What is your point, Deji? I don't even know what your point is.
I've got a point. So Callum Fury does not start when everyone's healthy. And
he's brutal. Awful signing.
And Weary doesn't start when everyone's healthy. Jesus,
depending on form,
does not start when everyone's healthy.
That depends on form. Like I said,
you guys are out here acting like you're suffering. The players you've got missing are the players that don't play, apart from Saka. One of your starting 11 is missing. That's it.
And your point being that we're 4 points behind Liverpool?
You're crying about one player. I'm crying about 6 players.
That's not my problem.
I know it's not your problem. But don't shake your bum.
Unlucky. I'm not shaking my bum. I'm shaking my bum because we've beat you guys 3 years in a row. And we're just all around better.
All right, we'll see.
Big up, Jacob, you absolute fucking fraud.
Big up, Jacob.
You got army, Jacob.
My brother. Do you know what I'm saying?
You know, we're just better.
You guys are trying to.
We've been better for decades.
I know what it is. TJ, I think I've been on your gram, and I know that you are someone within Hollywood. You know,
I don't know about that.
You do a lot of film and television. And so does your brother Dow.
I've done theater.
You guys are not moving like the American idiots. You guys are moving like that law. You guys are moving like The Firm with Tom Cruise. That lawyer movie.
I don't think I've seen that movie.
He was a hotshot lawyer. You
guys are good men.
You guys are just attorneys.
I really like
attorneys, man. You guys
what does this have to do with Deji? What does this have to do with anything?
Was a dope film. So is the Mission Impossible.
I feel like Dal. I feel like we bring on Deji, and I'm talking to a Washington politician. That's what I feel like. This guy is not answering any questions. He'll deflect back on you when you're not talking about it. You're fine talking about Arsenal, but you're not going to get into the dirty laundry that your club has because you guys have no way out of this.
We've had 6 of our starting 11 missing.
Okay, so
you out here, Rossi, later on, brother.
And who's big up Rossi every single time. Here's the thing. You're out here deflecting back on us and saying, "Oh yeah, it's embarrassing." Blah blah blah. You guys are so mudded that you guys are looking at another 5 to 6 year rebuild, and you don't even have a manager targeted. And you know that Daniel Levy is not going to do what's required to build behind that manager. But no manager wants to come to you because you guys are where careers go to die.
No.
Like, do you get that?
Marco Silva
is not coming anywhere near Tottenham. No way.
Are you sure about that?
I'm positive.
All right,
so he's already got another manager in mind.
Dude, this guy he's doing better. He's doing better at Fulham. Why would he want to leave? Why would he want to leave for Tottenham other than more money?
Because it's a great team with bigger resources.
Bigger resources that are just going to get squandered and get wasted on go-karts and Beyonce and Lady Gaga concerts and hotels and bars with beers that fill up from the bottom. Like, that's all you guys give a crap about.
I think when Tottenham go calling for Marco, he leaves Fulham straight away. He doesn't
No
even
way. No way.
Let's see.
No way.
If Tottenham put Marco Silva on the wish list, he's gonna be like, when can I come over?
Here's the thing: is that Marco Silva with these players? Say Marco Silva comes in right now. Marco Silva with these players loses 50% of your games.
Hell no.
Yes.
Impossible. You got me.
No, not impossible. Marco Silva depends on certain players to actually go in there and do a job. Anthony Robinson has been the best left back in the league this season.
Have you seen that Fulham team? He's taken average players and he's made them playing out their skin. Pound for pound, Tottenham has a better talent pool than Fulham.
Right. I tend to be 50-50. I think if Marco Silva went to Tottenham and you had your first full regular 11, barring injuries, he would definitely get a tune out of that squad. And this is why I say, if you guys want to keep this rivalry somewhat going over since 1886, fair enough. But come to the table with something more than Ange Postecoglou. Because you've got to admit, he's just not what you need, Deji. He's a stopgap manager.
He's got to go.
He's not even a stopgap manager. He's fucking brutal. He has set these guys back 3 or 4 years now.
I understand that. Right. I call him that because he's not one of the big names, right? There's really 10 or 12 big manager names. And there's probably about 5 that could come in with the Tottenham full uninjured 11 and get a tune out of them. Just like I believe there's managers that come in and have Arsenal perform better. Because we all know the Arteta issues, TJ. Like you said, you don't want to go over it. I don't want to go over it, right? It's not necessarily always tactics. It's substitutions, man management, and this treatment of players that have somewhat of a personality, right? And he always wants to get yes men in. And Postecoglou is just ran your club too much. He's ran it too much. But that has to be addressed, Daddy. Hold on. Yeah. That's like if you're the sales manager, your salesman is
let me tell you what has happened. And TJ, to a certain extent, you and Dow, you guys have a point. What's happened to Tottenham is basically you guys. The Red Spurs, Red Tottenham, Scotch Bonnet FC, Red Hot Chili Peppers.
No, see,
because Arteta finished 8th in his second season,
right?
And then you guys flew to second, pretty much.
Yeah? 8th is a long way from 16th.
And these guys are thinking maybe he's having the second season blues,
Arteta is,
and then Tottenham are on fire next year. As for me, I think that's just gambling. I don't think it's second season blues. I think he's a madman. But the Spurs fan base, like Ashley, is holding out, believing that Postecoglou is the Messiah and can turn it around.
Right, and that's what I say. 15 months, that's great, Ashley. But look at what Chelsea have done over and over. Fire manager after manager after manager. And what have they won? Trophy after trophy after trophy since 2010. Right, and even before that. So that's part of the thing that I used to have with Wenger is that, he was at Arsenal for 22 years, but should we let him go earlier and maybe gone down the Scolari route, the Conte, Sarri, right, etc. Because it seems that sometimes when you switch managers every couple seasons, you start to win things. Different players respond to different managers. So let me ask you this. If we got a Marco Silva and we had our full 11, no injuries, do you think we're better than you?
Without a doubt.
If you brought Marco Silva to Arsenal,
if we brought Marco Silva to Arsenal, we would be competing for a title.
Can I be brutally honest? I think Arsenal fans, you need to be careful what you wish for. I don't think there's many. I don't think Marco Silva does a better job than Arteta.
I disagree.
Or is it tactic?
For Marco Silva to do a better job, it means he would take that same squad and win the league.
Deji, you literally just said yourself that he makes mediocre players better.
Yeah, but I'm trying to say, bruv, look, I'm looking at your squad. I can't see how Marco Silva improves that team more. I can see how he can improve my team, but your team is second. Remember? You guys are second. So how does he improve you more? So one thing I will say to you, Dow and TJ, be careful what you wish for. There is no guarantee that if Nagelsmann comes in, you win the league. If Simone comes in,
I've never said
I don't think anybody is saying that.
It's us playing better football, which I do think gets us closer to competing for the league. But I still think
you lost the league. You lost the league to City by 2 points last season.
We did. I know.
They don't get any closer than that.
I know. Now who's
don't
wearing
mind
the
us.
Arsenal shirt. You better zip your little Gucci there, buddy. You gotta.
Guys, you better be careful what you wish for.
I know it's too. It's hey.
It's too, you guys, it's too tight. It's too tight,
though, right? But that's the thing about football that we don't know as fans. We don't know why a club, let's say like Fulham, would even let Marco Silva go to bring in some fucking no name, right? Like that's ownership, board stuff that is above board of our knowledge level as fans. We don't know for sure what goes on behind the scenes when it comes to getting the manager out, getting a new one in. And by Arsenal's standards, if we got rid of Arteta, we'd probably go for some bloke from fucking League 2, right? From French League 2 or whatever, right? I mean, that's the thing that TJ and I have tried to say. We don't have that much confidence either.
I would say this, and I think a lot of Spurs fans would agree with me. If Ange Postecoglou had taken Spurs to had replicated what Arteta has done, I would be saying we cannot sack him. Right now, I've been guys, we spoke in the summer, there is receipts on this. You asked me, who would you want, this is last summer, who would you want in charge at Spurs? And I told you I would take Pochettino back. Now I'm hearing Spurs.
That is crazy.
Back Poch. I want Poch back.
Wow.
I want him back.
You guys have injury issues as it is, and you want to bring Poch back?
Bro,
he'll send your reserves to the IR,
bro. Can I just say,
and that's TJ, my national team manager.
Do you know that Chelsea is reaping the benefits of the foundation Poch laid last season?
Oh my God, I can't believe what I'm hearing. I cannot believe
it. Watch what he does with your squad for the World Cup. Watch what he does.
He's not going to do anything. We're going to get knocked out. We're going to get knocked out in the round of 16.
It's 20. Let me. This is a receipt for everyone out there. This is the 17th of January, 2025, UK time, 10:18, Eastern time, about 5:18.
5:18.
And Western time,
2:18. It's 4:18 where I am, by the way.
Pochettino takes the US national team to the quarters or semifinals in the next
No way.
You're insane.
No, you're insane. There's no way. There's no way.
I don't even follow the US national team.
Big up Strasbourg C for the raid. There's literally no way that happens. There's no way that happens.
Pochettino was a bad, and we didn't give him time. Let me tell, bro. He had 3 windows of no players. No Tottenham fan. When Tottenham fans say, Pochettino, what did he win us? I'm like, are you smoking budgie bantam? What did you think he was going to win? You didn't know that he was going to get us as runners-up. You didn't know he was going to get us into a Champions League final. You didn't know that. Who now is going to give us a Champions League final that you can think of? No one. Not even the great
16th.
And look at your players. You are so far from like the Dele Allis, Prime Son, Prime Kane, Alderweireld. Like
you don't
the
think
list goes on.
Like that
Prime Lloris. Like your team now
is
fucking done, bro.
You know what's happened? Tottenham need to.
You had to bring in a goalkeeper from the Czech league to come in and do a job.
The keeper's good, but our back four has the potential to be as good as Toby, Vertonghen, Danny Rose, and Kyle Walker in the form of Udogie if he gets his head right.
Kyle Walker, Udogie's never going to touch Kyle Walker ever.
Who's Rose? What's his name? Rose. Danny Rose. Oh, the one that scored that scorcher. Like what?
Bissouma is not living up to expectation. Bissouma's not living up to expectation. Kulusevski could be like how Dele Alli was for us.
What about Soldado? Remember all that money you got for Gareth Bale? How'd you guys spend that on a bunch of fucking boujou bat and bullshit? Right? Yeah, exactly.
I'm just saying,
talk about Gareth Bale money.
Don't. Pochettino was a bad man at my club, and we dealt with him and we're paying the price.
How much did you get for Gareth Bale? This is Dave Chappelle.
We got 80 mil. We got 80 mil for him.
I think he got 95. In fact, did he get 92? I thought They got 92.
No, we got 80 mil. 80
Okay,
mil.
$92 million American. Okay. And what did Man do with that 80 mil?
Yeah, we bought 7 players. Ericsson was in there. Lamella was in there. Nasser Chadley was in that.
Yeah.
We brought that Palhinha Brazilian guy in that.
And what would you think Arsenal would have done with that 80 mil? Arsenal would have done what with that 80 mil at that time? I know you probably don't remember. Hold on.
Let me tell you what you would have done. You would have bought someone for 100 mil.
Right.
Because that's what you do.
You
bought Declan Rice, you were shaking your bum, and now where is he?
Declan Rice had a great game against you guys the other day. But that's not saying much.
Declan Rice has been rubbish all season.
I would say he hasn't been at his best, but rubbish.
So I didn't lie.
At their best. That's two different things, Deji. Come on, yeah. There's games. Some games he's better than others, but rubbish is like.
Can I just say?
If he's rubbish, right?
I am surprised.
He did have a broken toe too for about 2 weeks.
I have to say, I am shocked at both of you tonight. I am extremely.
You just said
why are you shocked? Deji, I feel like you're flip flopping between whether you're proud of me or you're not.
Is in the mud.
Deji, I just feel like I feel like I'm disappointing a good friend. You know, so tell me, Deji, how am I disappointing you?
Most Arsenal fans are complaining. You guys are shaking your bum.
We're not shaking our bum. You're not listening.
I hope
you're out here. You're out here telling lies, and that's fine.
Dow is shaking his bum. He's a guy.
My bum for 3 points against Spurs any day because I've been following this club for 26 fucking years. Yes, I will shake my bum regardless of your manager, regardless of your squad, regardless of where Daniel Levy's thumb is up his asshole. I will support Arsenal over Tottenham. There you have it. Through and through. And if anybody's got a problem with it, call up Jez and the EIE. Yeah, you guys don't know about that.
We'll see.
God damn.
Yeah, it's getting brutal out there.
Well, we're gonna start wrapping this up. But before we go, Deji, what's your prediction for your match this weekend?
Look,
Everton away.
I'm gonna do a cast from Never a Foul.
Oh God.
Moyes is back, and you know what? Moyes knows how to beat Spurs. He did it several times with West Ham. I can see Everton winning 2-1. And I need Everton to win because I need this manager gone. I think he loses to Everton, he's out.
I think he's staying regardless. There's no way they're getting rid of this guy. You'd see out the season with Ryan Mason and these players.
No. I need Areola.
There's no way that's happening. So you might as well just keep Ange.
And Carl Rossi's there shaking his bum saying, Deji, I predict he won't get on AFTV. Bro, I think this is the first time you're meeting me. You won't catch me dead in the Emirates or driving through by mistake, my brother. I will never go on AFTV. Are you crazy? You are playing me a compliment. So for that, you can kiss my ass. That's what you got. Kiss my ass.
I let him talk to you like that, Rossi. Them are fighting words.
Do you know what I'm saying? You will never catch me. So you're playing me a compliment, mate. I'm Tottenham Hotspur. You guys are the Red Hot Chili Peppers, yeah? Scotch Bonnet FC, Red Tottenham. Know that.
You guys are literally the lily white cloth on the floor that we used to clean shit up with. Like, you guys are awful.
I don't give a damn about it.
You guys are probably. I'll go ahead and say it. You guys are gonna lose. You guys are gonna lose 2-1. You guys are gonna lose 2-1 at Everton, and he's gonna stay. And by the way, he's gonna stay. They don't have anybody. If you're not comfortable with Ryan Mason, then he's gonna stay. And I think with Ryan Mason, with these players, you guys are in relegation, like a serious relegation problem.
Ryan Mason cannot take charge of our club. Hell no.
That's the only option because there's nobody else that would want to take over that fucking.
I know who can come back there. Andre Villebois, bring back AVB. Those were good times, weren't they, Deji?
Nah, bring back Poch to me. Areola will leave Bournemouth.
Poch is not going anywhere near.
Areola will leave Bournemouth.
Bring Airy back.
How much are you paying? How much are you guys paying Poch to be in charge of your national side?
God, it's a lot. Hold on. It's a lot. 1 second.
4 million or maybe? 4 million's my guess.
Hold
$4
on.
billion, yeah.
$6
Where
million
is he?
annually.
Is he based in Hollywood now? Or where is he
6
based?
million. He's in LA. 6 million.
I was off by
that's good.
$2 million.
Yep.
Yeah, he's in Hollywood, bro.
He's not going anywhere on that kind of money.
Yep.
Shout out to the people of LA and Hollywood, man, losing the
Yeah. Big up everybody in LA.
Yeah.
We're praying for you.
Family in LA and so forth. Yeah, it's messed up.
Dow. Dow predictions.
TJ.
Arsenal, Aston Villa.
You're getting banged by Villa.
Oh,
Let me. I'm going straight. 2-1 Villa. 2-0. 2-0 Villa. You don't score. 2-0 Villa. Sorry,
I will say yes if he plays Kai Havertz at left mid, then it will be 2-0 Villa like it was last time. But no, I think we. Gosh, I'm gonna say I was saying 3-0 earlier, but I think I'm gonna go 2-0. The Arsenal, because I think we ride the wave of beating shitty Spurs, and they're coming our place.
You guys don't beat Villa.
If we put them in their own half, like we did, you guys, for the first 20 minutes, you will get a goal out of that.
Can I ask a question? You know you pinned Tottenham back because our side is depleted. Villa has their pretty much a full strength team.
Doesn't matter. We beat them before, and that was away. And we did
but you beat them, and Saka was playing. There's no Saka.
Okay.
If you start with the team that started against Spurs,
bro, I didn't say
I might even predict Arsenal Manic got 3-1 Villa. I say Arsenal Manic 3 or 4-0 Villa. Arsenal don't score.
No way.
Arsenal don't score against Villa. Hell no.
Yeah,
You don't score. Past Martinez, you're not scoring.
You're insane.
You guys just about scored past Spurs.
Yeah. Well, maybe Trossard
Villa's got their strongest back line.
Martinez better look out and make sure he's like fucking Mr. Fantastic and have them stretchy arms from the Fantastic Four.
Anyway,
I can feel it.
I'm coming on. When you lose this weekend, when's your next show? Next
Friday.
I'll Deji, if you want to come on here anytime, I'll spin it up.
Your next show is next Friday, right?
Yes.
When you lose, I just want. Could we do a 10-minute show?
Yeah, we can do whatever you want, Deji. If you want to come on here and run your mouth, that's
you know
totally
fine. All I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna look at you like this.
Deji, I'm predicting a 1-1. Why are you looking at me like that?
And we'll still be in second.
You're not drawing, bro. Just to get that out of your head.
Dude, I'm not taking your ID picture. You don't have to stare at the camera at me like that.
This weekend, we're gonna know which one of us three knows ball.
Oh, come on.
So you're saying 2-1 Villa?
I've got 2-1. I'm saying 2 or 3-0 Villa.
Okay. All right. You're wrong, but okay.
DJ saying
at the Emirates. At the Emirates. Okay.
You guys are
all right, that's fine. No, that's fine. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, I've said 2-0 TJ the Arsenal because I know that Villa are decent. I know they've got what's his name, Morgan Rogers, and he can run the ball up the midfield. But when they come into Starsky and Hutch, the real men with the domination in the location, meaning Saliba and Gabriel, they're dead. It's dead. They have their first 20
you're gonna stop Durant.
Key matchup is Morgan Rogers versus Lewis Skelly.
Facts. And the thing is and Lewis, that's going to be good. But I'm not even worried about Durant, to be honest. I don't think he even really got a sniff last time.
Let's see.
Like Holland hasn't got a sniff.
Arsenal win. All right, interesting.
Yeah, we're at home. We haven't lost outside of the Prem. It's, I think, draw, win, draw, win.
I like it. I mean,
I don't even remember.
Yeah, we lost to Newcastle in the Cup, and we lost to fucking United on penalties, but that was our own fault against United. I don't know if we want to start that. I don't know, Deji.
Well, we've got 1 draw, 1 Villa win, 1 Arsenal win. So basically, we covered all of our bases. I can safely say one of us is right.
Well, yeah, of course, because
I look forward.
You know what? Oh my god!
I look forward to
receiving. Thank you. This has been Deji. This has been so enlightening. Hey guys, as it always is.
It's a loss or it's going to be a draw. Deji said so.
He's not going to be a draw. Why do you guys?
Guys, are you chat? Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Big up Deji every single time. We're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna wrap it up. Deji, where are you gonna be? Deji, when's the next time you're gonna be singing on your channel? When's the next time you're gonna be polluting Never Foul? Like, tell us what's going on.
Yeah, I was gonna do a step to the mic today, but I think I ran out of time. So I'll probably be on. I'm out all day tomorrow. So Sunday, I'll be doing the watch along for the game. Wait, when is Spurs playing? Is it tomorrow or Sunday?
I thought it was Sunday. Hold on, let me look.
If it's Sunday, I'll be doing a watch along. Yeah, Sunday, and then I'll be doing a step to the mic at some point. If not Sunday, maybe on Monday, because I didn't get a chance to do it. But yeah, I haven't been streaming enough. I need to get streaming, and so I'm going to do my best next week to make up for lost time.
Yeah, no, but big up every single time, guys. If you haven't subscribed to Deji Spurs, it's in the title. Just click it and hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. This guy is legitimately the best watch along, like the best Spurs and watch along. It's Deji and Expressions, and I check in on both of them because it's legitimately so fucking hilarious to watch you guys watch these games. So again, go and subscribe to Deji Spurs. He's diluted, but I've been streaming with this guy for almost 2 years on and off now. And you know what, Deji? Never change. Never change. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, you never change, my bro. Don't change. You know what? I'm just here. I'm just here taking the smoke from you guys, waiting for that day when Tottenham wins the league before you.
You won't.
I told you so.
You better get comfortable.
That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. Because I know when Tottenham win the league before Arsenal, I am flying out, and I expect you guys to meet me at the airport, and I will laugh in your faces. Just know, if Tottenham wins a major trophy before Arsenal, I am coming to your yard with a camera crew. Don't go hiding.
Well, I won't hide. But I'm so confident that that's never gonna happen that I literally couldn't care less. That's totally fine, Deji.
No problem.
We'll roll out the big red, white, and blue carpet for you over here. No problem.
I cannot wait.
No problem at all.
I'm just, patiently waiting for Tottenham to do the right thing. That's it.
Yeah, you're gonna be waiting a long time.
Most scared I've ever been of Tottenham as an Arsenal fan is when you lot were in the Champions League final. That was peak. That was peak. I thought if you guys won that, then I don't know if I'd get over that.
If Tottenham does the unthinkable this season, just lastly, I know we're going. If Tottenham does the treble, that really does shat in your face.
You won't.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. I as much as I don't think Postecoglou can do it, I do think he's a crazy guy. And for me, Postecoglou would need to win the treble to keep his job.
If by some miracle you guys are able to get a result at Anfield, I don't think you beat Newcastle. So it's not a big no. Newcastle turn you up. Newcastle bend you over their knee and spank you every single time you play them.
We'll bang Newcastle at home.
No, I don't think so.
Newcastle in the final.
No, not at Wembley, bro. Not at Wembley. Dow.
Yeah.
Shout yourself out, man.
Well, great show today. Thanks,
great show
for participating. And Deji, thank you for showing up. Hey, and you went over the half hour you allotted it, so appreciate
it. Yeah, thank you, Deji. I know you stayed a long time, so I appreciate it. Man.
Thank you. I'm just going to be on the show next Friday for more antics. I'll be a year older by that time, but
happy birthday.
Thank you. Next Thursday.
There we go.
So, yeah.
Origin.
Yes, sir.
Now, I might, you know what? If Tottenham does the treble, I'm out. I am coming out for your birthday in the summer. I will come out to Oregon.
Okay. You have an open door. You got plenty of room.
And
you got plenty of room.
And you know what? And I'll be and
yeah,
I'll bring your very own Deji Spurs shirt for you to
that's where I draw the line.
Just know
the voodoo of bringing that into my front door is no bueno.
Bro,
You have to leave
don't
that
worry.
outside on the
I would
curb.
do that. I would do that for you if you guys win the league.
Oh, I would never. I wouldn't expect you to bring such. I don't
If we won the league, I would. If we won the league, and Deji, that's more. Deji, that's more. Deji, don't say that because I have no kids. I have expendable income. I will come to your front door.
Mate,
don't you worry about it.
You are more than welcome. More than welcome. I'm
gonna rock up.
I will pick you up from Heathrow. Don't you worry.
All right, guys.
Thanks, TJ, for a great show. Deji, great show.
Great show.
You can find me on YouTube at Oregon Goon, Instagram at infamous_Dow, and every Friday with this bonehead below me here from Kansas City. But yes, thanks again, Deji, for hanging out with us for an hour and a half. And I don't know where you get your delusion, but I love it. So cheers to you, brother.
Most entertaining guy on YouTube, I'm telling you. All right, guys, you can catch me next. We're moving American Waffle to Sundays, so we'll be on Staffy TV on Sunday. I won't be able to do a match reaction tomorrow because I just got way too many things going on. But Dal, if you want to do a show or a match reaction on Monday because we're off, we could probably do that.
But no match reaction tomorrow.
No match reaction tomorrow because I got too much personal stuff going on. But go over and watch all of the other great content creators that are going on. There will be plenty. Or you can go and go and watch Deji Waffle on Sunday. He'll be out there singing, cutting records and stuff. So go out there.
Do a remix to Stan on my last show.
I heard that. I heard that it's world. I heard it's hitting the charts. Is what I heard. But anyway, guys, we're gonna go ahead and raid Flawless over on Sarcasm City TV. Say TJ Warren TV raid. Like, share, subscribe. If you guys like the show, comment. I respond to every single comment. Go say hi to Flawless for us. And as always,
you don't have the answers, TJ.
Do you have the answer?
You don't have the answer.
Tony, do you have the answer?
You don't have the answer.
You don't have the answer either.
You don't have the